Alrighty, folks, this is the 24th video of the Maybe series and the 11th under M&A. And in this video, we're going to be talking about why some companies overstate their synergies in a merger, right? So, and which types of synergies are more kind of prone to being overstated, right? So let's say that a company is going to have $100 of revenue synergies, right? We have to think about, how do we actually get this number 100, right? There's some level of calculation that's done in terms of the market sizing, in terms of the new opportunity, whatever the case is. And usually the investment bank will come up with this synergy amount and they'll tell you that, oh, it's $100, right? But in reality, right, sometimes investment banks like to kind of schmooze the numbers so that this kind of M&A a transaction seems more attractive, right? So revenue synergies, if you really think about it, those are probably the easiest to schmooze, right? Right? Because it's easy to make some broad estimate in terms of, oh, what are the revenue synergies going to be from this new transaction? Oh, you'll be able to capture all of this new revenue, right? Now, cost synergies, on the other hand, so if you have $100 of cost synergies, that's a little bit harder to schmooze, right? Because at the end of the day, you can calculate this actually pretty accurately, right? Not perfectly accurately, but you can be more accurate with cost synergies because you know that, hey, you have one accountant in this company, the company B has another accountant, right? So we can kind of effectively calculate that if accountant A can also do all of accountant B's work, right? We don't need accountant B anymore. And whatever salary that we're paying accountant B, we no longer have to pay that. So this is a little bit more accurate in terms of like the synergy amount, right? So I know that I think that we've talked about this in another video. That's why we prefer cost synergies over revenue synergies, right? So in the other video, we also talked about how revenue synergies come with our cost of goods sold, right? That isn't kind of taken into account, right? And that's another reason why revenue synergies could possibly be overstated in a transaction, or kind of make it look a little bit more appealing than it is, because maybe they're not calculating our cost of goods sold out correctly. But cost synergies as well could also be kind of overstated in a sense, right? That you're assuming that accountant A can do all of accountants B work and doesn't need like a raise or something like that, right? Or we don't need to hire another accountant, right? So if someone asks you, oh, which types of synergies are typically more overstated, I would always say that, oh, cost synergies are more overstated. They're a little bit more accurate, and it's kind of below the gross profit line. So it's a bit more accurate overall, right? So pretty short video, but it is something that I've seen asked a couple times, so wanted to make one on it. So I hope that's been helpful, and we'll hop into the next one.